All right, good Wednesday afternoon, everyone. Pre-turkey day, express abs. For today's class, you'll just need a mat, and that is it. So let's get started. So let's get ourselves out of that chair and let's warm up our back, doing some cat-cow. So just arching that back, and we're going to be on our hands and knees. And our hands are directly underneath our shoulders, and our knees are directly underneath our hips, and they're shoulder width apart. Give me a couple more. Really arch that back, really get some movement. Even myself gets very stiff sitting in that chair. All right, so let's go into child's pose, stretching out that low back. So sitting back onto those heels. Nice job. All right, so let's begin with our first exercise. We're gonna go back onto hands and knees. And again, hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips, shoulder width apart. We're going to go bird dog. So opposite hand to opposite leg. Back down, alternate, back down, ready, go. So kicking that leg straight out, back behind you to where it is parallel to the floor or horizontal to the floor. Keeping that core engaged, belly button drawn in towards the spine. Nice job. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. So from here, we're going to do our bridge, our pillar bridge. So whether we are in modified of shoulder, hip to knee, or if we are on our feet. All right. Ready? Up. So having your hands still directly underneath your shoulders, they'll be a little wider than shoulder width apart this time around. Keeping that belly button drawn in, core is engaged. Make sure we're breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth, just as long as we're not holding our breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, down. All right, so we're gonna go into child's pose really quick, just to stretch out that low back before we go round 2 with the bird dog. Nice job. All right, so back to bird dog. Same exercise, I'm not gonna do anything with it. Anything different? Ready? Go. So alternate the arm and the leg. Kicking that leg back. Hoping that it is horizontal to the floor. Sometimes if you don't see yourself in the mirror, sometimes it's hard to tell. If you were to slightly raise that leg a little more as you kick it back, you would definitely be hitting more of those glutes or that backside. Still keeping your belly button drawn in towards your spine. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. All right, so we're gonna go back to pillar bridge. Now, whether it's the modified version or you're on your feet, you can do this modified as well. So if you're on your knees, I want you to raise a knee off the ground, keeping that core engaged, or raise a foot. All right, alternating. Ready? Go. So still while keeping Shoulder, hip to knee straight, or shoulder, hip to heel straight. Hands are directly underneath our shoulders. If for whatever reason you need to drop it down to your elbows, if it's too much on your shoulder, especially the weight of our body on our shoulder, you can still raise the heel. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Child's pose for me. Sitting back onto those heels. So we're going to do one more bird dog and one more pillar bridge. All right, so hands back to our starting position, hands underneath our shoulders, knees underneath our hips. Ready, set, go. So last one for bird dog. Awesome job, everyone. Keep it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. So we're going to go back to that pillar bridge or back to that plank. And this time, you can still do the leg raise. Otherwise, I'm going to have you kick it out to the side. So it's just a step and touch, but you have that option. If you'd rather step and touch with the knee, or be on your feet, or do the last one that we did. Ready? Go. So stepping that foot or that knee out to the side. Still keeping your abs drawn in towards your spine. If you feel like it becomes too much, you could always just hold, but keep your body straight. Keep it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, child's pose. All right, so let's flip it over onto our back. So for this next one, we're going to figure 4. So right ankle over the left knee, and our hands are down by our sides. We're doing a bridge. We're only going to do 2 rounds of this one. So we'll do the one we're doing now, and then when we switch, we'll do the left ankle over the right knee. All right? All right, ready? Go. So heel close to your backside, pushing that hip up, just like our regular bridge, a regular glute bridge, working the low back. And again, a little through our backside. Nice job. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. All right. So legs extended. So I'm going to give you an option. So you could go legs extended, and you could do a crunch and keep your chin off of your chest. Otherwise, this one's a little more challenging, but it's called a boat hold. So it's kind of like you raise your heels just slightly off the ground, and your hands are off the ground as well, and you're just holding. All right. So option 1 or option 2. Option 1's easier. Ready, set, go. Now, if you choose to do the boat hold and you don't want to include the hands, you could always cradle your body, so that way it's less pressure on your low back, or you could just rest your head on the floor and just raise those legs just slightly off the ground. Otherwise, you could do that legs extended crunch. Keep it up, belly button drawn towards the floor this time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. See, this is why we're only doing 2 rounds. All right, so let's go back to that figure 4. So this time it's left ankle over the right knee, and that heel is drawn towards our backside. And we're gonna push that hip up and down. Ready, set, go. So only 2 rounds. This is the last one. I want to make it through our last and final exercise, trying to allow enough time. So after this figure 4 glute bridge, we've got one last boat hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. All right, so remember, option 1 is the legs extended. Keep those feet together and just crunch up. Otherwise, the boat hold. All right, so either hands cradling your backside, feet just barely off the ground. Otherwise, hands above and feet off the ground. Ready? Up. Make sure you're breathing, no matter what you choose to do. Nice job. Keep it up. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down. Bring your knees into your chest. Just stretch out that low back really quick. So just be careful about that boat hold. If you have any low back issues and you feel like it could be a little much, I would definitely do the first one. All right, so let's turn it onto our side. Let's do our side bridge with the hip drop. Let's knock these out. Ready, set, go. So hip or shoulder, hip to knee. That bottom knee is modified, and that right elbow is right underneath my right shoulder, and I'm moving the hip up and down. I know I jumped into it rather quick. We only have a couple minutes. Nice job. So when we go to the other side, we're just going to go right into it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flip it over. When you get situated, go. So moving that hip up and down. Again, shoulder, hip to knee, straight across. Now you can do this with your feet stacked. It is a lot more challenging. And I will do that for the second round, which will be the last one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flip it over. Again, when you get situated, just go. Ready? Go. So I'm going to do the harder version, which is feet stacked. The hip is just moving up and down. That elbow is still right underneath my right shoulder, unless you were flip-flopped. Let's get through this. Nice job. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flip it over one last time. Get ready. Go. So whether it's modified or feet are stacked, Just make sure that that elbow is directly underneath that shoulder. And try to keep those shoulders facing me. And making sure that we're not tilted too far down with that shoulder, the one that's closest to the ceiling. You don't want it turned down towards the floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent job. All right, so let's run through stretches. So just to let you know, so crisscross applesauce, reach in front of you, just stretching out that low back. So just so you know that we are closed tomorrow and we are closed on Friday, and then back to regular hours for Monday. All right, if we want, if you're still around on my camera, just opposite foot over the knee, and then just twist that upper torso to the opposite side. So for classes for Monday, we have yoga is at 7:30. And then we've got cardio circuit, which is in person. So switching to the other side for that stretch. So cardio circuit is in person at 11:20. And then we have express abs at 12. Happy Thanksgiving to you guys. Have a great day. Be safe and walk around if you get too full. Bye.